What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another Manchester United game day review. We just watched the Manchester United versus Fulham game in the Premier League. It was a crazy, very exciting 3-2 win for United. There's a lot that we could talk about.
Yeah.
So, do we want to get right into it? Do we want to talk about the first half and
Yeah. Well, we'll just dive into
go
into the whole match. Yeah, I mean, I think overall, I think you can just sense a level of confidence, a level of like persistence, a level of fight that the players now have under Michael Carrick, and it's just phenomenal to see from the get go, from the first whistle. Manchester United was on it. They were attacking, going forward, and we weren't just passing just to pass. United was putting on very intentional attacks towards goal. We were getting if it was on, we were attacking immediately, trying to get that shot, trying to get that cross. And that's what you want to see from Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford, at home. They had the crowd behind them from the first whistle.
Yes.
I mean, it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Carrick has changed our lives. Do you understand
in
that?
What, 4 games?
Yeah, literally in like no time.
3 wins in a row.
Changed our lives. So yeah, it's just been absolutely fantastic to see. So like I was saying, in the build up, in the way that United's positioned, everything we're doing is much more intentional. There is an intention behind every pass, every movement, the way we're getting Kobe on the ball, the way Bruno Fernandes is free to be roaming in these dangerous attacking positions. It's just phenomenal. And then you can see how well Cunha, who got the start today, and Wembo and Ahmad are able to connect with Bruno now that he's closer to them in the attack. And it makes a huge difference for the way United can attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to ask, who are some of your standout players of the day?
Standouts, I mean, Casemiro was immense. I mean, once again, just scored the first goal. Just what a presence, what a midfielder, what a legend of the game. I mean, he was just absolutely fantastic. Unfortunate to pick up that yellow card because, obviously that led to him getting subbed off, and we lost a little bit of that momentum and strength we had when we subbed Casemiro off. But yeah, he was massive throughout the match. Would you just mind passing me that water behind you, please? Thank you. What about you? Did you have any standouts really quick while I'm taking a sip?
I missed a good portion of the game, so I don't know if I had any specific standouts. I mean, we can always call out Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mainoo as standouts in the game. I mean,
yeah, 100%.
Seems like they're always pretty consistent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty consistent in every match. I mean, we were talking about how Mainoo hadn't started a single game, or at least not in like the recent, not in the recent past, hadn't started a single game under the previous manager, and now we're seeing him start every single game and play the full 90 minutes.
Facts,
I mean, he doesn't really get subbed off, and there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, really good reason for that. And yeah, he was a key instrument once again in the match today. Like, just so confident, so controlled on the ball, really great at maintaining possession for United. And I think with a player like Kobe Mainoo in the midfield, it gives Bruno like the comfortability to really lean into making those runs in behind, making those runs wide, because Bruno knows he has the coverage. He knows who he has behind him.
Yeah.
And that show of confidence from your captain is also kind of what is allowing like Mainoo to continue to shine, in the starting 11. So it's just been great to see. And then defensively, I think notable mention again, Lissandro Martinez and Harry Maguire. I mean, the combination of the two in the back, it's just fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
truly.
they know what they're doing. They're very physical. They're dominant in the air. They're great in their ground duels. They really maintain possession and provide comfort behind that midfield three. And yeah, you just really can't understate how important they are. So another phenomenal game from those two. Obviously, the penalty mix-up with Maguire, happens at the end of the day, and that is kind of why at some point, you definitely understand why we might rotate at some point with maybe a Euro, maybe a Heaven, maybe to inject a little bit more pace back into the back four. But I don't think overall, I still think Maguire had a phenomenal game. So I don't think that one incident with the penalty is enough to, drop him from the starting 11 or anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Overall, he was still fantastic.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, he was fantastic. So yeah, the back four stability. I think Dalot had a great game today.
Mm-hmm.
I think Luke Shaw has been immensely consistent, and I'm not sure what spell he has, but it's great to see him like completing this many matches in a season. So really good. And I think Lamens was huge again as well. He was strong off his line, got some great punches in, some good clearances, and I don't think any of the goals there were. I mean, the penalty was perfect. Like he had no chance of saving that. So I think overall, Lamens again, it just instills a confidence in the team. They have trust in the person behind them, which gives the next line of players more confidence, which then give the next line of players more confidence. And that is really what you can see in the group. It's very cohesive. Everybody understands their role, understands their task, and are executing very well. And the commentator said something which I thought was like ding 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 ding, like during the match. He said, you can see that the manager has set his system up for the players to play to their best of ability, essentially. So
wait, can you say that again? Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I said it wrong. But he essentially said, like, this is not direct quote. I don't know exactly
that's
but fine. He essentially was saying that the manager has set his system up to the players' best abilities.
So they can play at their best, like highest level, versus like being in positions where they might not be as comfortable, and they won't perform as well.
That's basically exactly what he said. And they it highlights a key thing. The previous manager, which we won't mention, but was very stuck in the system, and it didn't allow the players to flourish. And
he was almost trying to force them to change for the system versus changing the system to fit for the players.
And you want to allow the players to flourish. I mean, Bruno Fernandes, it's been like a complete switch. He's still getting his assists, and that's what we expect from Bruno Fernandes. But at the end of the day, throughout games, teams are worried about where he's going to go on the pitch, and that comes with him having that free license to go and create. I think overall, it was just a fantastic result. I mean, it's 3 points at Old Trafford, 3 wins in a row. And I think the key point here is that coming off of 2 back-to-back wins against first and second place, sometimes you can get caught up in the hype of that and then lose your next game. And United showed true character and true leadership from the manager to not only go from those big wins, but to bring the same level of focus, the same level of energy and dedication to the next match. And that is instrumental, and that was key today, showing that we can not only show up against the big guys, but this United team under Michael Carrick will show up for every single game, and that's what's important. That's what we need.
And I feel like that is what has been missing from even Ten Hag, like the previous 2 managers. I feel like we were often seeing United perform better against bigger teams, but then not have that same level of intensity for teams that they reasonably should be beating.
Exactly. You will take a sip. Yeah, 100%. And I think that's something that Carrick has probably been able to institute into the lads, as the importance of each and every match. Because you don't just win a Premier League when you beat Arsenal or when you beat City or when you beat Liverpool. You win the Premier League when you beat all of the other teams week in, week out. Because you can afford a loss against one of the big 6 if you're handling every single other game. Michael Carrick's, his experience, his understanding what it takes to win a Premier League, having done it a multitude of times with United, really is showing in the way that they're playing. And it just really, it irks me, because when the first time we called for the previous manager's head, the first time we said he needed to be sacked was back in March. If United had made the call at that point, imagine where we could be right now. True. United would be already challenging for the Premier League title. Not this need more time BS. More suffer FC. None of that. This team is already good enough to be challenging for the Premier League. 100%. And that's what we're seeing now under Michael Carrick. And I think in Carrick we trust. In Michael Carrick we trust, because he is showing that he understands what it takes to get United to that next level. And not just in every single game, but he's building the foundations of a team that will challenge for the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see the energy, the way they celebrated Šeško's goal Xerxes must have sprinted.
In Euro, too.
In Euro, I know. Yeah, I mean, that sort of energy, that cohesiveness we're seeing from the team.
Crazy.
When it all comes together, and just think about that. Carrick's only been here for 3 weeks. When it all culminates and comes together towards the end of the season, going into next season, this Manchester United team will be challenging for trophies. Will be in the Europe. It will be in the Europa Champions League. That is what we are looking at. We are looking at a Champions League worthy team under Michael Carrick, and we know that with the players we have, this is exactly how they should be playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And they're being set up in a way that allows them to succeed.
Yeah.
Youth, courage, success.
Youth, courage, success. So yeah, hopefully in the next few games we'll get to see some more of those sorts of things. A few more youth players interjected, but the trust that's been given to Kobe Mainu really speaks volumes. It really speaks volumes. We trust Carrington. We trust one of our best midfielders, and we are building for the future. That is the reality of it. And look also what happened later in the game, right? You still saw Euro get subbed on late game. It's still a sign of trust from the manager. Hey, we're in the closing stages of the match. I need you to go and make sure we secure this. That is a sign of trust from the manager to also send Euro on in such a heated part of the game.
No, true.
And look at who made the last clearance for United before the final.
Was it Euro? Wow.
So I'm telling you, the team is together. I think Carrick understands the assignment, and I really think United can secure Champions League, and we'll continue to hope and pray that Arsenal drops the ball once again. Because we might just go sneak a cheeky Premier League title, but shh. Up the Reds. Come on, Manchester United. What a fantastic way to seal off the weekend. 3 points. Michael Carrick. In Michael Carrick we trust. First, it took him 3 weeks to win 3 games in a row. Previous guy took 13 months to do the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Did he even win 3 in a row?
I think maybe once.
2. I think he won 2
it was
in a
just
row.
2. Yikes.
I think we celebrated
Anyway,
that once.
Michael frickin' Carrick. We trust you. Manchester United, fantastic result. Up Casemiro, up Bruno Fernandes, up
Kobe Mainu.
Kobe Mainu. Up everybody. It was fantastic. Up Cunha. Love the celebration. Sheshko with the game winner.
Back.
I know.
Goal.
The no-look finish,
my gosh,
man.
yeah.
Sheshko firing at all cylinders. It's only up from here. It's only up from here. And that's the fantastic thing. United has a lot more to give, and I think we're just seeing the beginning of the potential being untapped. So shout out to Michael Carrick for doing that.
Yeah, shout out. And those were our thoughts.
Manchester United's 3-2 win at Fulham.
If you made it this far,
thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Peace. Up the Reds.